Okay, great. Thanks everybody for coming in. We're going to make this quick. We try to do these in 10 minutes, the marketing huddles, so we're going to see if we can squeeze it in. I'm going to talk about a couple of things, and then Selena can jump in at any point and then have her talk about a couple of things as well. First of all, some of you I've already met with on how to use the studio and went over it. Warrell, I know you were in there yesterday with Sean, and how long did you think that took? Probably 15 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, about 15.
Yeah, about 15 minutes to go over exactly how to use the studio and what's in there. It's easy, but it's easy once you get started. It's a little, you may go in there and look at it and go, I don't know what to push first. So once they get you going, I think especially the group in this room, will pick up on it really quickly. A lot of tech savvy people in here. So make sure you get on my calendar in order to do that. That's the only way that we can go. I've been trying to come up with a way to put together a separate podcast calendar and overlap it with mine, but it's kind of complicated. So just get on my calendar and we'll use that as our appointment. That will not count as your coaching appointment or your marketing appointment. If you have something else you want to talk about that week, you can also get on that week to talk about that, okay? It's just going to be tight calendar for a couple of weeks because notifications have been going off on my phone right and left for Calendly, so I know a lot of folks are doing that. If anyone in this room has not, please do it. It really will be something that to help make you look good and sound really good once you go in there and start creating some content. You can do video shorts. You can do YouTube shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, TikToks, all of that stuff if you want to do that. So Lena can talk about how you would use that, utilize that. And you can also do long form stuff. You can do long form video. You can do long form just audio if you just want to do that. So meet with me and talk about how you might use it and in what format that would look like for you. And then I also will probably be putting out a one sheet, if I can get it down to one sheet, on how to use the room so that you can keep it with you as a reminder in case you have questions when you're in there. Secondly, on how to create and host your own podcast and where you do that, what kind of distribution platform you need to sign up for, and then all of the other podcasts where there people actually listen to them, like Apple Podcast and Audible and Spotify and all these different places, okay? But get on my calendar. That's the main thing you gotta do. There's some expensive equipment in there, and Mike just doesn't want people running wild in there, pushing buttons, changing menus, and messing everything up, and I totally don't blame him for that. The second thing is, it's already been violated twice yesterday, is there is no food and drink allowed in that room. If you have a drink, just leave it at your cube or put it on the countertop in the cellar while you go in there and do what you gotta do. But twice yesterday, I had to, walking by, I had to have somebody break their coffee or whatever it was out. Coffee, water, beverage, Coke, whatever, and electronics do not go well together. You will spill something on that and it's shot. So make sure you take no food and drink in there with you when you go to do it. Do you want to talk about the social media part of it first?
Sure. What Rob was talking about was recording longer videos, just audio, however you want to do it. I want to teach you guys a way to take that long segment of talking, because whenever you get in there and you start, you hear yourself and you start getting on a roll and you get excited, your 2-minute video idea ends up being 15, 20 minutes long. What we can do with that information, because there is going to be great information in there that you're talking about, but there's probably going to be a lot of fluff too. So if we can cut all of the fluff out, and we can make multiple videos from just one recording, and you could use each one of those little bitty clips as advertisement for your next set of podcast or video clips.
So I was working with April yesterday on what she wants to do, because she's already been doing this, guys, but she's been doing it at a radio station where she had access to. So she would go in there and work on stuff on that end, and then she would make little short pieces from it or talking about it. So I was working with her yesterday in there on creating content. Yes, creating your long form content, doing, the things she wanted to do with, it's like 10 minutes long or whatever. And I said, great, you're going to post that and you're going to put it in the places that you already were putting stuff. But you're not going to do it until the first of the week. So also, while you're in there, at the same time, you made your long form video for YouTube, and it was 10, 15 minutes. And you shot that horizontally, and you got your audio, your all stuff, you're good to go. But then turn your phone vertically and make some 30-second, some 40-second videos talking about a little tease of what's coming on Monday. So you got a couple of posts leading up to it. Don't forget, Monday at 7 o'clock, got a new episode of whatever, and here's what we're going to be talking about. So you got multiple pieces of content to promote a piece of content that's coming up. You give away some of it. Don't give away everything. You still want eyeballs and ears on your content on the first of the week. So make sure that you get some content, or just go in there and make a 30-second, 40-second video. Sometimes you don't have 8 minutes worth of stuff to talk about. You only got 30 seconds worth. You can still utilize it for that. So, but again, you just don't go in there until you get on my calendar and I give you a walkthrough. I start at the door and how to turn on things at the door, including the on-air light, and then go into the studio. First thing we talk about is inputs, which is all the microphone, your phone, sound, all the sounds, music, all that kind of stuff. We talk about everything going into it, and that including the headphones and how you use all that stuff. And then we talk about the outputs, where once it goes in here and gets processed, where is it coming out to? It can go out to your laptop. If you have a USB-C port on your laptop, it can go out there. It can go out to your phone. It can go out to a micro SD card. If everybody knows the tiny SD cards, the itty bitty ones that go in GoPros and drones and things. And I just bought 2 of those on Amazon yesterday. They'll be here today. So if you need that, you can use that. It just goes directly into the back of the thing, and there's a big giant record button on there. You just hit record, and you can record it straight to that card, take it and do whatever you want to with it. If you want to shoot a video, and you want to sync up audio and video at the same time, you want to shoot both at the exact same time, get studio audio, but video visuals, then we can run it straight to your phone, and you can record it that way on a tripod. There does all kinds of really cool stuff in there. You can take phone calls, or you can do an interview with someone who's not here. That's the large number of interviews done in all of broadcast media, period, and podcasting are not done in the same room. They're just not, because people can't be there together. So if you have someone in another city, another state that you want to talk to, then you can you Bluetooth your phone to the device, it's called a Roadcaster. You Bluetooth your phone to it, and then you have them call you. That will, however, limit you as far as videoing what you're doing with your phone. You'll need a second device to record the video if you're going to do that. But they have them call you, and you turn them up just like you would turn up somebody on a microphone in the room. And you can have an interview with them like you hear like all the time done in podcast and on the radio and even on television. So all kinds of cool options. Everybody's going to use it differently, though. Boyle and I were talking with Sean in there when we were both in there at the same time, and you think even they would do things differently with different aspects of it. So that's why it's on the calendar, and it's one-on-one training on how to use it, because it's going to be how to use it best for you. which may not necessarily work for Jeff. So get on the calendar and let's get trained up on it, and then see both me and Selena on how to best use that. All right, let's talk about the Facebook page.
Facebook page is up and running. Rob took the reins on that, and we were on lockdown on our Facebook page for what, several months?
4 months.
And we got it back a couple of weeks ago, and so now I want to make sure that everybody here is connected on their personal page to the C21 Connect Realty Facebook page, and also the Path to 20 Million. So make sure that you're connected to both of those from your personal, and you can connect to it on your business page as well, but definitely have your personal page connected to the C21 Connect Realty page. So,
It's at C21 Connect Realty and at Path to 20 Million, 20 million. So make sure you do both of those, and also make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you haven't done it, it's at C21 Connect Realty on YouTube.
and Instagram,
And it's
TikTok.
also, there's a second one at C21 Connect Training, okay? Make sure you are on both of those pages, because some things we put on training that would be videos of around stuff that we do around here, and then a lot of stuff is forward-facing for the public on at C21 Connect Realty that you still need to see what we're doing. And sometimes we take stuff that agents do and we highlight it there, and you guys need to see, hey, that's cool. I never thought of that, but I think I'm gonna do something like that. So you get a lot of good stuff there too. So, all right. Anybody have any questions about the studio training or our social? No? Cool. Yes, Steve.
Yeah, quick question. I have a training session scheduled with you
Yes.
for Monday, I believe it is.
Okay.
And then I set up, I wanted to do an hour
Okay.
after that, so I could do a week's worth of videos.
Okay.
But I went to your calendar and I can only do it in like the half-hour increments.
Yeah, you book a couple back to
I
back.
can do both.
Yeah.
I can do both
Yeah.
back to back and you'll-
They're half-hour increments on my calendar still, because sometimes people just want help with like a 5-10 minute video project, and that's it. If you want to shoot more than one video, or you want to do something longer, like April was saying, well, I want to shoot, my podcast is probably going to be 35 minutes long. And I said, then for that, or someone who wants to do multiple videos, then you should just book like 2 spots back to back. And if there's somebody there in a spot that you need, you're like, well, I got 2, but somebody's in 2:30 already. Reach out to them. Ask them, say, hey, can you reschedule yours to 3 so that I can have 2 back to back? And I'm sure they will. I've had Iris and people like that have done that now. And the people are like, absolutely, sure. So they'll move it one way or the other. Except Jeff. Jeff's going to be like, no.
Jeff is the only one that bites.
Any more questions? All right, cool. Let's get it.